That's kind of a hard question to answer.
Yeah, I know, man. You're pretty hardcore, man. So Calvin, are you the best online player in the world?
No, so I think I do a lot of the little things right. Like being like mentally prepared. Just like I take a lot of notes. I run a lot of like HUD stats and like all that stuff, and then I talk to friends about like styles people play and like I don't know, a lot of stuff like that. And then I think that like my image is, I think just like more aggressive players are like the ones that are winning nowadays. So it's not necessarily. I'm not the best. I just happen to be like one of the guys on top right now, just because like I guess I'm running okay, but I'm not sure. That's I probably answered that question kind of bad. Maybe we
no, that's good, man. And do you know that a lot of Brazilian players are afraid of you when they play you?
Yeah.
Are you aware of that?
Yeah. I feel like I think that a lot of Brazilian players are good. I think that I mean my style can be pretty intimidating. That's one of the big things about me is I think that like the way my style where like I raise a lot of hands and then I don't fold that often and then I 3-bet a lot and then I'm just kind of I'm always in like everybody's face. It's like pretty tough to play against when you can't really put a guy in 2 cards, you know. It's kind of difficult to know how to adjust and react. And then since I like take a lot of notes and run my HUD stats and whatnot, then like I kind of have a good feel for what everybody's doing and how they're gonna react to me. And but yeah, I play a style that I've like worked on for like a couple, like 3 or 4 years now, to where like raising and playing over like half the hands at a 9-hand table is like not something that a lot of people can do comfortably, at least. And like for me, like that's my comfort zone. It's weird to think about that, like when I'm not playing, like when I'm playing like less than like half the hands, I don't know how people are gonna like react to me. So like if I have like this image that people think I'm tighter, then I won't really know like how they're gonna play against me and whatnot. But if I'm like super maniac, crazy, aggressive, and like everyone thinks that I don't care about anything, then I feel like more comfortable in that. When it's with like a lot of other people, it's quite the opposite, Like they don't want to play too aggressive because they don't want to like be in tough decisions or tough spots. But like I'm pretty comfortable and confident in my poker ability and my reading skills that I want to be in as many like spots like that as I can get in.
When you're playing online, you play a lot of tables like that? I mean, with this kind of style you have?
Yeah. It's kind of funny because some people watch me and like I actually play on a 15-inch MacBook Pro on Windows through like boot camp and the Retina display. So I think that like just having like one laptop's the best thing personally, because like if you want to like move around, like go to the bathroom, whatever, get a drink, lay down, sit up, you can just be in like any position you want. So like having like a smaller laptop is good. And then the Retina display, like you can literally fit 30 tables like without overlay on stars, which is like you can't really get that on any other screen really. So but yeah, I do play quite a few. I play quite a bit of hands. Like I'd probably say I play like 30% of hands when I get to like above like 15 tables or something like that. So, and that's still like the majority of players at 15 tables plus are playing like 10% of hands or something. But obviously like I'm focusing on like the deeper ones with like antes and like playing a lot more hands than those and folding more and like where there's no antes obviously. But yeah, it gets. There's so many times where I get lost in a pot where like I like when I have a bad hand, I'm just like, okay, I should probably be betting here because like I guess like I can't just like check call, and I just like always like get confused. Like whenever I'm playing like so many hands across so many tables, it just gets like I don't know what's going on. So yeah, it can be overwhelming a lot of the times, but it's pretty fun, I guess.
And you said something about the Brazilian players that you think some of them are very good.
Yeah.
Can you remember one or it's in general something?
Yeah. I'm kind of bad with like usernames and stuff, but like, God, like, I mean, like K Kremet, and then there's, I don't want to like shoot out, like, I don't want to like single anybody out or anything like that, but I have a horse that's strung out one. He like talks to a lot of the Brazilian guys, and I don't know. I have like most of them noted and whatnot. I'm kind of bad with like usernames, but like there's a lot of players that are obviously good, and I'm constantly seeing like more and more guys just around just Brazil, and you know. But there's just like they used to be, I don't know, a lot, mostly like, you know, Canada, some like, you know, UK and Mexico, but now it's just like a really high percentage of Brazilians. There was like a Super Tuesday final table that my horse like went deep in, and like there was like, I think he took like third or something like that, but when looking at the players, there's like 5 of them were Brazilians at like the final table. It's just like not something I'm used to seeing for sure. Like Brazilians are getting a lot better, and I respect a lot of, like, as a community, they're pretty strong players. I mean, like you said earlier, we were talking, like, a lot of them are younger, a lot of them like communicate, and that's like the best way to get better at playing, is just talking to friends about strategy, you know, working together, maybe like sharing notes or talking about other people's styles or like better styles of play. A lot of times, if you don't talk about it, then like you won't learn, and you have to constantly keep learning. Like even me, like you said that you might think that I was like, you know, one of the best players or whatever, but like I'm still just like always trying to learn new things, trying to learn like new games and new line to take, and like that's what will keep like the best players like continuing to be like the best. It's like their drive to not think that they are the best, and to think that they still have so much to learn, and like and I think I do, you know, like I think I'm pretty good, obviously, but there's just so much that like I haven't like even like scratched the surface on what I think I can do or what I like want to do as well. So. And
what about live poker? I mean, you're pretty good online, but I don't know. I haven't seen a big hit from you in live poker.
Yeah.
It's too slow for you?
Yeah, no. Well, yeah, obviously, like playing, you know, if I'm playing like 25 tables online and then I come to like play one live tournament, it can be pretty boring. But I've been doing pretty well live recently. I took like 5th in the Irish Open, and I won like Paddy Power Poker, like Sole Survivor Lasts Longer, worth like 60k euro, and then I took 10th in Berlin, which was like there's like 800 players in that or something like that. I like bubbled the final table, and like I had a bunch of chips all the tournament, and then literally the next tournament I played was Monte Carlo, and I took like 38th or something like that. And at one point I had like a final table stack. I just like obviously like play like every hand, and it didn't work out that time, but yeah. I think I've transitioned pretty well to live. You have to be a little bit more patient, and there's a lot of like different things that you have to think about. Like for online, it's like, you know, the HUD, the notes and whatnot, and then live you come and like you have to like examine someone's like body, like who they are as a person, whether, you know, old, their body type, their body language, and like you have to have like all this different set of skills. And whenever I was like trying to transition to live, I like try to read some books over like it's like live tells and whatnot, and like how like you have to play to get that. And I've like dabbled into like a lot of like other psychology stuff that's interesting to me, so that I can like get good reads on people and like kind of get a good feel of what they're thinking, because like obviously it's not the same as online, but it's fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy like interacting with people as well. It used to not be something that I was so comfortable with or really like that much, but after you start to get better at it, then like you enjoy it. I think like anything that you do, if you're winning at it, you're gonna enjoy it. Like it doesn't matter what game it is. It doesn't like if you're good at like basket weaving or something like that. You know, it's just the stupidest things. Like if you're like good at it, then you're gonna like doing it. So like as you get better, you want to do more. And,
yeah. The bracelets that go for you, or you play for the money?
I mean, a bracelet would be a cool like accomplishment to get. I'm gonna play some of the smaller fields, so I feel that I have a pretty good shot of like getting a bracelet. It's not really like that important. I like the competition. Getting a bracelet would be cool, but like, I mean, I guess trying to make money too is fun. I entered like I bought like a small piece of like a fantasy draft and whatnot. So like I've kind of like got the teams going on, and like I wanna like do well for that. And like this is like one of the first years where I'm like financially able to play a lot of the events that like. In years past, I would feel a little bit uncomfortable. So I'm gonna play, you know, a lot more events and like I've done pretty well in like a lot of the, besides Hold'em. Like it's funny because most people that play me in Hold'em like think that I like only play Hold'em, but like I have so many other people in other games that are just like think that I only play that game as well. So like when I was starting out, I played like Deuce 7 and like 5-card draw and then like Raz and like Stud High Low and like all these different games, and like people just thought like I only played that game because like I played it pretty well against them. But yeah.
Are you playing the 50K this year?
I think so. Yeah. I'll probably like sell a little bit of action because it's a big blind. Like I could afford to play it, but if I bricked it would just be kind of depressing. But but yeah.